spoilers in this video for Spider-Man Far From Home. As you can tell by the title, we'll be discussing the film's ending. So if you have not seen Spider-Man Far From Home, I cannot stress it enough, please go watch the movie before watching this video. With our spoiler warning out of the way, let's go ahead and break it down. In the first post-credit scene for Spider-Man Far From Home, Mysterio not only manages to frame Spider-Man for the attacks in Europe, but also reveals his identity as Peter Parker. Despite getting the girl and ultimately defeating Mysterio, he's brought down a peg when the entire world learns of his identity. This being one of the biggest twists we've ever seen in a Marvel movie, as everything with Peter Parker seemed completely fine before the post-credit scene. Today though, we're lucky enough to have the director Jon Watts explain a different version of this big twist that was originally going to play out in Spider-Man Far From Home and serve as the original ending of the movie, making it ultimately Peter's choice whether or not he would reveal his identity to the world as Spider-Man. Let's go ahead and go over his comments and then break it down. We were wondering, are we going as deep as we need to at the end of the movie? We played with the idea that Peter is the one who sacrifices his identity out of necessity during the final battle. Then it seemed more interesting if Mysterio tricks him into doing it, but anytime we wrote a version where it was revealed during that battle, it felt like it diminished Spider-Man's victory. So before, it became a game of tag. It was really just the end of the movie. Right as he feels he's stepping up as Spider-Man, he has the rug ripped out from under him yet again. We were definitely debating, should we just reveal who Spider-Man is, or should we frame him or something and turn him into a pariah? Ultimately, we decided that both was the way to go. It's such a triumph at the end because he's got the girl and finally earned a big swing through the city. So we wanted to knock him down as far as possible at the end of the movie after this victory. So now let's go over everything that we learned from these comments by Jon Watts and the various alternate endings and original endings for Spider-Man Far From Home. It sounds as if a big debate behind the scenes was whether or not to frame Spider-Man, reveal his identity, or both. In some versions of the story, only one of those things were going to happen. Either Spider-Man was going to be framed as a villain, or Peter Parker's identity was going to be revealed to the world. It also sounds as if at various points throughout the script that Peter Parker himself was going to make the decision to reveal his identity by saving others and stopping Mysterio. But again, another version showed Mysterio tricking Spider-Man in the final battle to reveal his identity to the world. And again, that this was ultimately changed because Peter Parker wasn't going to get his victory lap at the end of the movie, if again his identity was going to be revealed in the final battle. Therefore, they saved this massive reveal for the post-credit scene. So again, we actually get multiple alternate scenarios for the ending of Far From Home. I do like the comments made at the end though about Spider-Man being knocked down as far as possible, as Spider-Man is a character defined by his ups and his downs. In all mediums, just as Peter Parker's life began to take a turn for the better, he's knocked down a peg. We've seen it in the other Spider-Man movies, the comic books, and the animated shows. Spider-Man isn't meant to have an easy life. If he were, he wouldn't truly be the Spider-Man character. As far as the ending is concerned, I ultimately prefer the ending that we got. However, I do think it would be interesting if Mysterio actually managed to trick Spider-Man into revealing his own identity. I think that would have been an interesting way to take the story, but maybe it wouldn't quite have been as shocking as it ultimately was in the post-credit scene. Anyway though, my friends, what are your guys' thoughts on these various alternate endings for Spider-Man Far From Home and the original endings of the movie? And out of all of the different scenarios that we discussed, which one do you find to be the most shocking? The one we ultimately got, or one of the other alternate endings? And what did you guys think of Spider-Man Far From Home in general? And where does it rank in your Spider-Man movie list? Again, the Infinity War Hot Toy figure giveaway continues, so to enter that, we'll go over the rules now. All you have to do to enter is like our video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite scene in Endgame was. Once you've done that, you've officially entered, and at 250,000 subscribers, we'll announce the next winner. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.